Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, and welcome to another MLM shit show. And as you can see per the title, today we're here to talk about Pruvit. And I haven't really made a video on that before. I don't have a reason why. I mean, Bossly is a big part of it. Maybe that's why. I was just kind of avoiding it because there's only so much that I can take of listening to that woman without like getting in a really bad mood. You know the drill. Please click that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot. And yeah, let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into it. Oh yeah, and as always, the Pruvit income disclosure statement is going to be in the description box below if you want to take a look at it. So Pruvit was founded back in 2015, and as per the word itself, the name itself, it means that you need to prove yourself, that you need to stand behind your word or whatever, something like that. Obviously they're selling nutritional supplements and keto supplements. They're supposed to, and this is quoted, increase energy, boost athletic performance, and reduce appetite. So a bunch of appetite suppressants and probably laxatives that are just going to make you poop like crazy. I think it's really bad diarrhea and stuff like that, so it's not something that I would want to deal with, especially if I'm not working at home. Starter kit actually costs the minimum cost is $497, which is crazy in itself. But then the maximum price is $910, and this is insane. Like, who can afford to give not even $900 for a bunch of supplements and laxatives and appetite suppressants? Please don't do that, okay? So from what I was reading about keto and stuff, it said that basically it's a strict diet and it can cause low blood pressure, kidney stones, constipation or diarrhea in the beginning, nutrient deficiencies, and it can increase health of a heart disease. So it doesn't sound like the best option. Okay, so let's get into some of the Pruvit posts, and we're gonna start off strong. We're gonna start off with a post from Bossly. I'm sure she's our favorite. So let's see what she has to say about the income disclosure statements.
Income disclosure statements are not fair. The reason they are not fair is because every single person who joins a lot of these companies is immediately dumped into the category of recruit, promoter, distributor, whatever you want to call it. People who never have even attempted to build a business, have no intention of starting a business, probably signed up as a promoter with the intention of getting a discount on their products, are still lumped into that same income disclosure. So if you have somebody, let's say you recruit 100 people and 89 of them were never interested in anything, they just wanted a discount on products, well then what you're actually looking at and what you should disclose the actual income on is the 11 people who wanted to run the business, not the 89 who joined for a discount. So those income disclosure statements, when people say anything on the internet about them, I just laugh because they're dumb. People are kidnappers every single day. Well, your kit over here was $99 and I got $340 of product. Of course I bought it, right? They didn't want to make money anyway. They didn't want to get on a Zoom call and learn anything anyway. They didn't want to do a business. They wanted to save money. It was a coupon. That doesn't mean that it's an invalid business model.
That is kind of like a really desperate way of trying to explain why the income disclosure statements are so bad. But if I'm not wrong, from what I've read, usually all the income disclosure statements, not all of them, usually most of them are actually going to say, from all of the distributors, this is how many of them are inactive. And then this is how many of them are active and how much they earn on average per year. So based on what she's saying, are you saying that only that one top 1% that is actually earning money, or maybe like 2 or 3 top % that are earning some kind of income, they're the only representatives that are actively working on? That's not true. There's so many of them. We see them over and over again. So many people on Zoom calls who are trying hard, working hard, and they're still earning nothing, or close to nothing at least. They're still at the bottom because the business model is set up for them to fail. Anyway, that's enough from Bossly. Let's just move on to the next one. What is your it? I want to lose weight. Hashtag prove it every day. Better, constant, never-ending improvement, transparent, proving the truth, family, love unconditionally, preserving, always finish strong, leading the way, daring, pushing limits, play, inspiring, focused, and truth, seeking what is real. So it's just a lot of bullshit where they're trying to motivate people and convince them, oh, this is not just a product, this is a lifestyle, a business, whatever. Next one is kind of similar, and it says, Pruvit was founded with a very simple philosophy: make people better and make people poop like crazy. Our story: Based on this core belief, the company set out to tackle the supplement world by creating the world's prominent customer-based ketone supplement drink. We are primarily focused on evidence-based products that will help optimize your human potential. Pruvit is proud to be the worldwide leader in ketone technology as we pioneer this new marketplace. With community as our focus and the power of social commerce, our philosophy remains simple: make people better. We do not want to sell products, we want to inspire others to participate in this community. Pruvit is not a product line, it is not a program, it's more than a company. Pruvit is a movement that is redefining human performance and moving past the status quo. This testimonial reflects the real-life experience of a customer who used our program. However, individual results may vary. We do not claim, nor should you assume, that any individual experiences recounted are typical. Testimonials are not necessarily representative of what anyone else using our products may experience. So at least they put that little disclaimer in there. Let's move on to the next one. It's a little 2-minute video.
Sometimes I'm like, okay, I post business stuff, but I never really come on here and give you guys like actual things that are helping me. So something that's really made a big impact on getting things done for me the last couple days has been a power list. If you don't listen to Andy Frisell, or you haven't before, that's where this is coming from. This is something that he talks about often on his podcast. If you listen to podcasts, drop me a microphone in the chat below. So something that he says is, whether it be personal or business or fitness goals or health goals, whatever it be, what are 5 things that you need to accomplish on a daily basis to help you reach those goals? So for instance, if it's a health goal of you want to lose 10 pounds, let's say, okay, what can you do? So you need to, every single day, what if you said every day, I'm going to walk a mile no matter what, and I'm going to drink a gallon of water no matter what, I'm going to eat blah, 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 whatever it be. There's 5 things that you need to do to help you reach your goal. And at the end of the day, you check off whether it's a win or a loss for the day. Now, if you're like me, you don't like to be a loser. So that's something that really stuck with me, is holding myself accountable of every day, like, am I going to win today or am I going to lose today? So that's something, I know my hair is really wild right now, but so that's something that has been helping me, because it's the same thing. I write it down at night so that the next day I'm not tempted to be lazy, and I do cross them off as I go, and if I don't, then I need to get it done so that I don't check that L instead of a W for my day. So that's something that's been helping me. If you like that tip, give me a flame in the chat if it's something that you might want to try. Again, it can be for business, it can be for personal. So you could do, if you want to do like a personal development one, you could say, I'm going to do gratitudes, 10 things I'm thankful for. I'm going to read 10 pages of a personal development book or podcast, or listen to a podcast. I'm going to, whatever it may be for your personal development or whatever your goals are. But I hope that helps you guys. And if you like it,
okay, well, that's sure, fine. Like, that's a thing that you can try. But I just want to say that doesn't help everyone, and it's not universal. Like, I can write down stuff for myself every day for as long as I want. I will not check them, because that's just not how I work. Like, it doesn't matter. If I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have a really productive day. And if I don't want to do something, I'm just not gonna do it. It doesn't matter if I write it down on a piece of paper. Like I said, I understand it works for some people, but again, it's not universal, and it can't be applied to multi-level marketing, because it doesn't matter how much effort you put in, doesn't matter how much work you put in. This business model is set up for people to fail, so the list doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything for you.
Team training put on by the #1 network marketer in the world, which is my mentor and leader. So I'm super excited about this. I got this for free, Signal Defense cocktail, with my last order. Also came with a mini hand sanitizer, super cute. It's a sprayer. And I'm gonna put it in my Maui Punch because I haven't yet tried it. And I'll read you guys the ingredients. So drop a 1 for me if you're here watching me live. Drop a 2 if you're on replay. And also let me know if you are interested in trying ketones at any point. I can send you a trial. I can send you the link to the website. There's a ton of information that will also help you decide what's best for what your goals are. Can't open this. Okay. Bear with me here. This looks good. I want to try it. I did this first because I want to try it by itself. Taylor is actually sick right now, guys. Please keep him in your prayers. He has COVID, so I'm taking care of him to the best of my ability and trying not to get sick. So, hoping that I still have some antibodies left over. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, it's gonna be even better when I add this to it, but first let me read you guys the ingredients. So it has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, zinc, selenium as sodium selenite, not sure what that is, sodium, and potassium. Has CMed, inner bark of, not even gonna try to pronounce that, organic maki berry, goji, grapeseed, hawthorn, chaga mushroom, chlorella, pomegranate, acai, ginger root. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So this is supposed to be very good for as like a vitamin supplement or like basically like an emergency. So I'm gonna put the ketones in this, and like I said, I'm about to go jump onto training, so wish me luck. I'm super excited about it. The community is awesome. Drop me a person emoji of any kind if you are ever interested in becoming part of the community, would like to join the business, or just sit back, no strings attached, and watch what we do one night on a Zoom meeting or an opportunity call. So yeah, drop me a people emoji down there if that's what you'd like to do.
No, thank you, lady. I think I'm gonna skip. I would much rather do something else with my free time. I would not want to spend my free time watching their training. There's a long one. It's a training, and it's called From Jobless to Renting a Private Island. So we're gonna leave that for the end, though. I want to read a few posts before. I love to work. It is truly rewarding for me to see the rewards of my efforts. I love real estate and have a true passion for my location. I wanted to have another source of income that I could work anytime from anywhere and not conflict with my career as a realtor. This business has given me more than a second stream of income, but a reawakening of myself and the content I share. I find it hard to post anything before, over scrutinizing anything and everything I wanted to post to the point where I just wouldn't if the content wasn't perfect. I'm happy to be sharing my story and putting myself out there while making new friends and making money. Have you ever felt that network marketing might be the right full-time or part-time hustle for you if you want to finish 2021 with a business and additional stream of income? Full-time or part-time hustle? I feel so bad for those people who go into this thinking that this is going to be their full-time hustle. I really hope that it's not a common occurrence where people like quit their job in order to start doing network marketing, because that's really concerning. Like, that's a very concerning thought. Next one says, a mentor of mine told me how to become successful. He said this: do the right things at the right time with the right people. Wow, if only it was that simple. If you find yourself struggling to get ahead, look at these 3 standards and change which one isn't correct. Maybe you aren't in the correct career, or maybe your timing is wrong and you're trying to wait, or you are partnered up with the wrong people. All 3 have to be in aligned for success to happen in your life. Like I said, I wish it was that simple, but it's just bullshit. And of course, MLM doesn't work out for 99% of people, and there's just no way that it's just because the 3 things aren't aligned. Next one says, I completed the Pruvit 10-day challenge and lost 9.5 pounds in 10 days. That's a lot. Probably water and diarrhea and getting everything out of your system. A few days ago, I mentioned I was drinking ketones and working on cutting sugar and carbs from my diet again. This morning marks the end of my 10-day challenge, and I'm so excited to share that I've lost 9.5 pounds. Did I do a perfect job? Nope. I ate some stuff I shouldn't have a couple of times, and boy, I sure wish I hadn't. Oh, that's so unhealthy. After cutting out most of the sugar and carbs, I indulged in carrot cake one night and felt miserable after. It's amazing how much my appetite and cravings went away after getting rid of all the junk. I've tried keto diet before. It's hard. Getting past the first few weeks is really hard because you get that keto flu. Drinking ketones stopped that feeling before it even started. I had tons of energy. I slept better. My mental clarity was great. I went through a whole week of orientation, aka boring classes at work, without dozing off or being completely inattentive at all. I feel great. I feel like I'm getting back on track to be a better me. If you want want to get on the same track, let's talk. I'm happy to share info with you and explain why I, the world's biggest skeptic, believe in this plan. Hashtag drink ketones. That is just so sad for me to read that people are cutting out all sugar and carbs and feel miserable after treating themselves with a little bit of cake. Like, I have so much chocolate every day, and I dare to say, like, I'm pretty fit, I'm healthy. When I say so much chocolate, I mean, like, I eat a bueno per day, and I eat some dark chocolate with my breakfast in the morning. I eat a lot of sweet, like, yogurts and stuff, so I eat a lot of sugar as well. I love chocolate, I love sugar, and I would just never give it up, because what is the point of life if you can enjoy the things that you like, you know? Okay, if you have some health issues and stuff where you really need to cut out sugar, but if you're healthy, if you're fine, even if you're losing weight, you can still have a little bit of chocolate every day and sugar. You really don't need to cut everything. And don't even get me started on carbs. Like, carbs are your fuel. So the fact that they're cutting out, I can't imagine my life without carbs either. I mean, I've tried it before and I felt miserable. Next one says, how to be a great leader. Just calling it like I see it. One of the best things a leader can do for themselves, their business, and the people they are leading is to say, here's your strength, now go be in it. What? This is true for the people you coach, lead in your unit, have supporting you in your business. Wow, proofreading. Like that VA you've been meaning to hire. As a business owner, it's not your job to be everyone's everything. It's your job to stay in your strength and surround yourself with others who are in theirs. That is where the magic happens. 2 examples. I support the women in my programs in creating profitable businesses aligned with their peace and purpose, and they consistently invest in each other. It lights me up every time. I don't need to be their everything. I just need to support them in their calling. I hate creating spreadsheets and back-end systems, but my business manager loves them. Like, she could do them all day, every day, and I want to pull my hair out just thinking about it. When she's working in their superpower, she is a happy and productive team member, and it allows me to stay in my strengths of having the vision, speaking and leading. It also allows me to do more and have more impact without working more hours. It is the epitome of a win-win scenario. You are a whole human, and your business should reflect that. Ready to take the first step? Head to the link in my bio. And then the next photo said, no, you aren't the only leader in the room. I guess that's how to be a good leader, is knowing that you're not the only leader in the room. Oh, okay. Very deep stuff there. I really don't know, like, why don't they proofread their posts? You want to sound like you are your own boss, you're super educated, successful and stuff, and then you can't proofread your posts. It just doesn't really play well with me. But anyway, let's go back to that training, from jobless to renting a private island. So let's take a look.
Post right before this about how I am 33 days away from hosting my first retreat ever, and I'm doing it on a private island. And I got up this morning and I was literally journaling and reflecting on the experience that's going to be the transformation that happens at this retreat called Conscious Leader. And I was like, oh my God, it was 2 years ago. I'm shaking, you guys. I think I might cry. I'm shaking. It was February of 2020. February 15th of 2020, I terminated myself from a 10-year career with a network marketing company that I had said would be my forever. I drove away from my wedding in a pink Cadillac. Like, I was committed to this vision. I said, this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And then God said more. He said, change. He said, I'm calling you to something else. And I was sick to my stomach for months. I was sick. I was just like, no, this can't be. No. I said I'd be here forever. I said, I love this. This is who I am. What will I do? How will I work? How will I make money? How will we live? All the things. And I remember wrestling with God for forever, just being like, please give me a desire to stay. Please, I will break. I won't make it. I can't lose everything I've built. And I remember just feeling like, at the same moment that I felt scared out of my logical mind, there was a part of me that had that peace that surpasses all understanding. And I remember saying to Josh, like, it's time for me to go. And I said, Josh, we are not going to want for anything. I know it like I know it like I know it, because I will suffer if I stay. I will suffer if I do not walk out the call on my life. And I had no idea what that was. I just knew I had to be free and had to be authentically unchained in order to do it. And so it was literally 2 years from this month that I walked away from everything. I had $2,000 in my bank account. I made sure to journal that because I was like, one day I'm going to tell this story of how God showed up and how he provided, like I said he would. I knew in that moment I was writing a story of crazy faith. What people thought was crazy at that moment, they were like, who does she think she is? What does she think she's doing? Where are you going? How are you doing? I was like, I don't know. But I know that I feel this thing inside of me that I will be denying myself, my truth, my life, my vitality, my potential if I don't follow it. And here I am 2 years later, renting an entire private island. And it's not just like a private island. It's a private island with a castle on top of it. It is in one of the most transformational, energetic places I've ever been in my life. It is owned by one of the most purpose-driven, grace-filled friends of mine. She's my friend. Like humans who activates people into their potential. I went to this island 5 months ago, you guys. 5 months. And it was a freaking risk for me. I remember being like, $10K to go to an island for 5 days. Hard no. Like all my limitations. This makes no sense. It's not practical, all this stuff. And then I remember wondering, but I wonder what it's actually like in the room on a private island. What might it be like to talk to the women and the people who end up on private islands? Like, what do they talk about? What is it like? And I know that I have this untapped potential in me. And I know that I'm supposed to head towards this greatness. And I decided to say yes. And I went on that island and it completely transformed my life. So much so that I came home and I told my husband, and he was not in a place that he was like, oh, personal growth, let me change my life. No, I was like, we're going back. And we did 8 weeks later. And my husband came home completely transformed and changed his life. And now here I am leading a retreat that I'm creating the space to open women up to that still authentic voice that's already inside of them. Every single one of the 20 women, by the way, you guys, 20 women said yes within 3 weeks of me opening the doors to this. Like, in what world? What I created was an answer to a prayer that they already had. And I'm sharing this because I could not have wrapped my head around God's goodness. I could not have wrapped my head around this trajectory. I could not have planned this out. I still can't plan out what's happening. I'm just opening myself up to the unfolding of this thing that has to happen inside of me. I believe that we all feel the expansion that's calling us in. It's our decision if we want to step into the unknown. It's uncertain. I have no idea how I'm going to do all of the things that I feel calling me forward. But it's in the becoming that we become the person who can hold that space. Right now, I'm going, how am I going to help them have transformation over 5 days? I've never led a retreat like that. And then I go, oh, I don't have to worry about the how. I have to worry about being obedient to the call. And it's what I look back and I've done over and over and over in my life. And the magic has shown up in the room, in the space that I've made space for.
That, I have to stop that there, because to me, this is, whoa. This whole concept, I mean, I guess like if you're doing a job and you're not happy in the job, and then you start thinking, oh my God, I'm so unhappy. But to me, I just don't understand. But this is not me subconsciously thinking this is God leading me to a different. And again, I don't want to offend anyone who is religious. I just don't understand it. Like, I feel like it's very easy to drag yourself into a path that's not very good for you just by believing it's not you, it's someone else, it's God, not someone else, it's God, and you need to listen to what God is doing. So you don't end up doing what's best for you, but you end up doing what you think God wants you to do. Does that make sense? Anyway, renting a private island, being jobless. She didn't really go into the part where she was jobless. I don't know what she meant. Obviously, she was in Mary Kay before Pruvit. It is very messy. It's very messy. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this one, and I'm going to try to find out what that retreat looks like, because I think it's been held by now, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I'm going to have to wrap that up here because I have to get back to my full-time job anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel for more content. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.